All right, so for today's math, we're still doing division, so that's not much different. What we want to do when we see problems like this is we want to rewrite them with a radical. So remember, this is the number outside. This is the number would be under. So the first number you say is the number under, so it would be 0.66 divided by 0.3. Now, because both numbers have a decimal point, what we need to do is we need to get rid of the decimal point from this one. And the way that we do that is we simply move it to the right one position. If we move it to the right one position, so that we would move it one position to the right, we also have to do the same thing under the radical. So if we moved it to the right to make this 3, we need to move this to the right to make this 0.6. Okay, so we're really doing 3 divided by 6.6. And the answer would be exactly the same. So let's go ahead and do that. It's 3 goes into 0, which means we can delete that. 3 goes into 0 0 times. Let's put this up here because we moved it over 1. 3 goes into 6 2 times. 3 times 2 is 6. 0. Bring down the 6. 3 goes into 6 2 times. 3 times 2 is 6. And that's 0. So the answer is 2.2. If I took out my calculator and I simply did this problem for you with the calculator, so watch what happens. If I do 0.66 divided by 0.3, it would equal 2.2. If I do 6.6 divided by 3, the answer, well, I did multiply, sorry. If I do 6.6 divided by 3, it's still 2.2. If I had another decimal point and I did 66, so if I move this one more over and then I move this over, divided by 30, the answer will still be 2.2. So no matter where the decimal point is, you know, it would be the same thing if I put 0.066 divided by 0.03. That would be moving them all to the left. It would still be 2.2. So as long as you're moving the decimal point in both numbers the same way in the same number of places, you'll still get the same answer. So that's why we do that. We do that to make it a little bit easier for our brains to kind of comprehend. All right, so we got 16.5 divided by 0.03. Okay, so what we can do is we can move this 2 times. So this would be 3 divided by 1,650. So we actually will have no decimal points now. Okay, so 3 goes into 1 0 times, 3 goes into 16, 3 times, let's see, 3 times 5 is 15, 3 times 6 is 8, 3 times 6 is 18, so it's 5 times, so it's 15. We got 1, bring down the 5. Still goes 5. 3 times 5 is 15. Bring down the 0. It's 0. Okay? So 550. Let me show you again. So if I do the same thing, if I do 16.5 divided by 0.03, it's the same answer, 550. Okay? So as long as you move the decimal point the same direction in both numbers, the same number of places, the answers will be the same. So the object here, the first number, is 0.462 divided by 0.2. If I move it one position to the right, so that now it becomes 2, and this becomes 4.62. Okay, 2 goes into 4 2 times. 2 times 2 is 4. 0, bring down that 6. 2 goes into 6 3 times. Here's my decimal, move it straight up. 3 times 2 is 6. 0, bring down that 2. Goes in 1 time. 2 times 1 is 2. 0. Okay? And that's all you're going to do for the rest of these problems. These ones are all written out, so all you got to do is kind of move your decimal, boom, boom, move it 2, boom, boom, no decimal now. Okay? So it's 12 divided by 1,860. Move it over 1, move it over 2. That's what you're going to do. Not too difficult. You guys got this.